Yo YouTube, welcome back to another video, and as you can see, we've got an unfamiliar setup. We're running Rukia, Medusa, Ainz, Sakia, and we're also running Dio, and we're going to be using Caloric Stone for our Eisen. So those are the 7 units we are using. And yes, the title says Infinite Stall, but it's not actually Infinite Stall, but it's very close to it, you know? I'm going to say it's very close. Certain bosses can actually be Infinite Stalled. It just depends on how slow they are. If a boss is fast, yeah, of course they can't be Infinite Stalled, but certain bosses like Giyu, so Ginyu, his base form, he can be infinite stored. Maybe Raccoon can be infinite stored. Let's use that. But other bosses can be as well. So like certain bosses, like if we go to the enemy index and look at the bosses, you know, you can see, let's see, look, so like, it says the speed right here, so 0.4. So yeah, bosses that are around like that type of speed, yeah, they can be infinitely stored, you know. So like Doria, he can be infinitely stored. On the Sand Village, someone like Hiroko can be infinitely stored. There's so many bosses in this game that can be flipping stored infinitely, you know, it's actually crazy. The setup is so broken. And I guess half of it relies on Ainz because he has a repulse as his first nature spell. And what's funny about the repulse is that it can also repulse bosses. So you can just keep selling and replacing him to repulse them. It's a heavy repulse as well. It sends them back so far. You got the 2 time stops you're cycling between. You got Medusa's Petrify. If you guys don't know, it's a local cooldown ability. So you have multiple uses of this. And you can easily do that. And the interaction we actually love and we're going to be using a lot is nature extends freeze to 4 seconds. That's why you have Sakia constantly attacking, so she's always proccing that. So the enemies are just getting constantly slowed as well. I mean stunned. Well, not stunned, frozen for like a long time. And then you got Eisen for his wall as well. So the main reason I actually came up with the setup, I came up with it like a day or 2 ago. I wasn't really thinking about using it until later on. But yeah, you can see the reason why I'm forced to do it. My floor 91 was a Namek floor. And I had Ginyu as my boss, so I could not beat him myself. So I had someone else come in with me, and I pretty much infinitely stalled the boss, the Ginyu boss, and the other bosses there I also stalled them for a very long time. And I had someone else, you know, you'll see him late in the video. Someone on my Discord, he came in and joined me and helped me out a lot. So yeah, thanks to him, I was able to beat the stage. And funny enough, I went AFK halfway through as well. So yeah, you can see we're gonna beat this Ginyu stage at 2 billion boss. So each boss has 2 billion. It's a 10 billion boss here. We're killing it with just one person with a DPS. So you can tell how crazy that is. Yeah, 1 person DPS or 1 person support. You can probably duo for like so long in Omni Tower. Yo, Dino Destroyer, WW, Dino. But yeah, let's go. I'm gonna go into a sandbox and show you pretty much what I'm talking about because it is very stupid. You know, if you have 3 players as well, you can run like what also can you run? You can run like rumbling. So and as you know, rumbling it has percent base HP. So if you just stall out until the uses, you can basically just kill any boss in the game. But yeah, I'm trying to stop yapping and let's just get into this sandbox and you'll see what I mean. And then after that will be my actual run on the Omni Tower, floor 92 Giyu stage. Okay, so we're in sandbox and you can see the team setup I have is these 5 units. Of course, I bring Takoroda so I can not max man, but like get upgrades on these guys. Cause as you can see, it takes like 29k to get the ability, so yeah, you need 4 placements of them. It is 4 placements, so it's nice. And since it is a local cooldown, you can just spam through it. So we got Eisen through Caloric, we got Takoroda to of course upgrade these units. We're not actually upgrading Rukia, but just for the sake of this, I will be upgrading Rukia. Let me just spawn in a Vegeta for now. I'm not going to be aiming to kill him. Just for now, I'm just going to spawn him in, just so I can get the Rukias desynced. You want your Rukias to be desynced, so they're not actually attacking at the same time. And yeah, so they're desynced now. We've got Sakia here as well. We got Eisen here. We got Ainz on repulse. And last but not least, we've got these guys. So yeah, let's get these guys up. And so now what you want to do for these guys is you want to do one here. Set to auto. 3 seconds. So it's like 15 seconds each. So 3 seconds later, I can do this one. Then yeah, again a few seconds later, I just do this one, and a few seconds later, I do this one. So now they're all just autoed and they're going constantly. We also have deal to place as well. So let me actually fully set up. You can see we got all our units placed down. And now let me spawn in this boss again, and I'll just try stall it, and I'll just go on mute, yeah, and speed it up, and see you'll see from when it starts here how long it takes to leave here. So it will calculate that, and I guess you will just see how effective this team is. You only need one unit with one team, one person with this team, and you can have another person bring in Gojo. You can have another person bring in the rumbling team, so you can legit stall enough here to instantly kill a boss, guaranteed. It's physically impossible to lose. So let me just spawn in this boss. Let's go. So it's stalled. I'm gonna wall it off. Yeah, it's wall off now. I've got the time stop as well, so I'm gonna use repose first and then time stop. So you can see we've got the petrify as well. Gonna repose you when I can. Just keep replacing irons, that's all you have to do. Just keep spam replacing. And yeah, bear in mind someone else is gonna have Alucard as well, so you're gonna have the slow consistent as well. You know, it would be nice if my repose worked, but you can see the slow is not really consistent here. Okay, there you go, repose, and then now we can time stop. And yeah, we can place deal for the next time stop as well. But yeah, let me quickly bring in a slow unit because we would ideally have a slow. I mean, there's not really any slow unit I can bring. It's fine, but you get the point. So we would have a slow unit as well. So let's say Alucard, fully slowing as well. So now, as that time stop went, but yeah, the repulse is there, so repulse's lockout is gone. So now I'm gonna repulse it whenever I can. The game wants to let me repulse. And there you go, now I can just place Dio. That's another time stop. But we nearly have this ability as well, so that's 2 minutes already gone. And yeah, now I'll go on mute, yeah, and just keep stalling it. You'll see how long it takes. Okay, so as you can see, I did not even go full stall. Like imagine there was a few instances where I did mess up, and I did mess up on the petrify a few times. But pretty much you can see that boss was getting slowed, not slowed, but like it took the boss 14 minutes to get from here to about here. So imagine if you bring bike in, and you just pull the boss back, that's another 14 minutes. So if we put this into Omni Tower and use this team setup, it's basically impossible to lose. And the second person or the third person you bring with you, so one person also bring Gojo, one person brings Baiken, and I guess you could say someone brings Law as well. And by doing that, it's physically impossible to lose. And then one person brings Rumbling, because if you guys don't know, let me show you. Rumbling does 35% of the max HP of the enemy. So, if you use 2 Rumblings plus a wounded support, you should physically kill any boss. Let's say the boss had 10 billion, this boss by himself, you will still kill him. That's why this setup is so stupid and why it's so broken. That's why I say you can't lose. As long as you stall this long, No matter what boss it is, you easily kill him. And let's say you run Omni Tower and your 3 other teammates are just running full DOT setup, you're gonna be killing anyone anyways. Cause DOT team is so broken. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this sandbox part. I'm not gonna do any more because think you've seen the actual like process and the actual thing that we're gonna be doing. And bear man, I put D on slow, yeah, but we're not gonna actually have max on slow. Yeah, I was saying I put D on slow, yeah, but you're gonna have Alucard regardless. So Alucard slow is gonna be full uptime, and it's gonna make sure you don't lose that slow at all. So it's perfect. And then you have Rukia and Sakia extending it because Rukia is allowing Sakia to extend the freeze by 4 seconds. You have Medusa with a 3-second stall, and this can be used every like 15 seconds, and you got 4 uses. So you can legit just make it so it's used like at all times. You have Aizen with his wall. You have Dio with his time stop and Saki's time stop. And Ainz's repulse, which is so stupid, it can be used on bosses as well. So yeah, this is why this team is so broken, and it's why you can't lose at all. So yeah, I'm just gonna get into my Omni Tower run. I do take on a 2 billion Ginyu. For now, I'm just waiting for someone to do that floor with me. But yeah, by the time this video is up, you'll see the actual run on that floor. So yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy the video, and yeah, let me know what you think about this team, and yeah, I'll see you in the video. Okay, before we get to that part, I wanted to make a quick little segment, making like I wouldn't say fully set out team, but a 4-man team that you could possibly run. And as you can see, the top team is the team I ran in the sandbox. So if you got your stallers, pretty simple and self-explanatory. The second person in the team runs the rumbling team with 3 farms. That way you can pull off 2 rumblings. And as you can see on the screen, the rumbling does 35% of the max enemy HP. So if you pull off 2 rumblings with the wounded Alucard support, that's 35% damage to the max HP with a 35% amp. So pretty much with 2 rumblings, you can easily kill off any boss. So that team is literally just a duo team is enough. And then that third team is there to deal with the wave 10 boss. Because as you know, sometimes the wave 10 boss can be annoying, just annoying to deal with. And that's why you have the DOT team there. Because it's a very brain dead team that's not hard to use at all. And then finally you got Diavolo and Gojo, because they're there just to support the first team with its stalling capabilities, and then Alucard and Power are there just for the extra bleed damage to amplify the DOT team's overall damage from Urza's reapply, and then that allows Hibana and Kafka to do even more. And the Senator is there as an option if you can max your Alu and Power and get Gojo to his time stop and Diavolo to his ability, then you can bring Senator in to detonate the burns. And yeah, as you can see, this team setup would actually work in a 4-man setup, and I think you can infinitely just go up on the Omni Tower and you won't legit lose at all. So that's it for this segment. Let's just get into the actual run. Okay, so I've only showed it up to the actual boss spawn. I had to put the video on 2x speed because it would have took the video to 28 minutes, because the run from this point, from just this point onwards, was 15 minutes. A Giyu boss lasting for 15 minutes is absolutely absurd. But you can see, look, this team setup is so stupid. And it's just me solo stalling. Imagine I had another person stalling with me as well. And you'll see this guinea boss, where he is, he won't leave that spot at all. He's gonna be there for the whole game. And at a point, yeah, he does leave, yeah. That's just because I forgot to repulse him later on. But you'll see, look at him, bro. Just look at him. Physically, he's not gonna move. He's stuck at base. He's infinitely stalled. As long as your repulses do not mess up, it's physically impossible to like lose. You can see my repulses messed up like a lot there, you know. But you can see, look, he's back there, bro. It's actually so stupid. But yeah, let's see. I don't know, let's see, look. From the time he spawned, yeah, it's already been 2 minutes. And he's in the same spot. The next boss did cause me some trouble because, as you guys do know, the next boss is a Berta. In the game, it's called Butter. But yeah, Berta, he's an issue because if you check his in-game speed, I think it's like 1.7, right? He's pretty fast, so he's very frustrating to deal with, but you will see that even him, we can kill him off. It did take us to like right to the wire, but low-key, if I stalled off better, I could have easily stalled him even better as well. So you'll see Ginyu, he's not moving at all. He can stay at base. And ideally you want to keep him on base, but this is the issue, you see? See this guy? He's fast as hell. He was not getting repulsed. I wasted my wall. I lost out on a wall by the way, an Eisen wall there. Because I walled him off and then he got repulsed, so I lost on like an extra 15 seconds of stall. So bear that in mind. That's already 15 seconds lost. But you can see, look at Ginyu, bro. Look where he is. He's not moving at all. And see, I was messing up my petrifies as well. I could have had more consistent petrifies on this boss, which I did not. So yeah. But look at Ginyu, bro. I just want you guys to pay attention to where Ginyu is. Bear in mind, yeah, the bosses that spawn in where he is. Look, it's physically impossible to lose. Yes, this boss did cause me some issues, but in a team setup here with 2 more other players, you won't lose at all. Look. And you can see where Ginyu is, he's just stuck back at base, bro. What can he do? And yeah, this boss did cause us a lot of issues. We got him like very low, but we did kill him off, you see. He got very close to killing us. And yeah, Saki's range helped us a lot, because Saki got the time stops off. And from here, it was just Power and Alucard clutching up with Urza, Kafka, and Hibana. And yeah, we did kill him off. It was very close, but see, look, I did not fully repulse the Gyu. And I think at this point, I had to go AFK. Yeah, I think it was at this point, I legit physically went AFK. Because it was nearly time to break my fast in it, so I just went AFK and let's see what time is it now. So like legit the next 7 minutes here, I'm AFK. So I kill the next 2 bosses here, mini bosses and then the Gyu boss by being AFK. Of course, Sean, yeah, he did most of the work because he's the actual flipping. What is it? He's the actual damage dealer. But you see, I set up my units here and I actually went AFK here. I had them fully set up, auto time stops, and my irons in a place here where you can hit perfectly. And bear in mind, yeah, because I'm AFK, I did not even utilize the Eisen Wall. Was I AFK here? I think I went, I don't know when I went AFK, but I did go AFK at some point. Yeah, I put auto on my Eisen Wall there. And I'm pretty sure right here is why I went AFK. So at 700 million Repume, I'm AFK. And yeah, the next boss that does spawn after this is a Jace. And I think his speed is like 1.3x, 1.4x, I can't remember. But he's pretty fast, you know. Bert is of course the fastest, but Jace is pretty fast as well. And bear in mind that we'll have 2 billion HP each. And look, he's killed off. And now it's just the Ginyu boss. And then he spawns in the last final mini boss, which is Jace. And as I told you, it's infinite stall, bro. Look at him. He's still at base. He did not get far past the first bend. He's not getting past the first bend at all. And now this guy, he's pretty fast, you can see. He's very fast, in fact. Not as fast as Berta, but considering I'm AFK and I'm not even doing anything, I'm not actually actively stalling him. It's pretty like crazy how much I can stall him off. And this is me being AFK, by the way. Like, so it was just a very lucky run. If I was actually actively there, that Jace was not moving anywhere, bro. I would have had like 2 Asas walls on him. Would have had like perfect time stops on him as well. Because as you do know, like it's like the time stops, so that if you leave them on auto, they'll eventually catch up with each other and mess each other up. But you can see, look, this boss got killed off easily as well. So a shout out to Shun. He made this a lot easier. It was good to have someone manageable, like to help me out with this. Because if it was someone who could not help me out, like in terms of like actively knowing what to do and replacing and perfectly doing things, it would have made this a lot harder. But you can see the Jace boss, he got killed off as well. No issues. Legit, just fully AFK I am. And Ginyu, he's still where he is. He did not get past the first bend at all, which is crazy, you know. And that's Jace, he's killed off. Jace is gone, and now it's just killing off Ginyu. And that's pretty much it for the run. So if you guys enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and yeah, let me know what you guys think about this team composition. Loki is kind of nuts. Do I think they're going to make some changes to them? Potentially, bro. I don't think they can even let this be in the game. And yeah, you guys are going to blame me again because it's another thing that I messed up. But you know, I don't know how many people you know about this, but yeah, that's it for the video. I'll see you in the next one. Like, subscribe, and yeah, peace.